Better be more Trump, more pro-Trump. Fuck it, it's not a cult. Shut up! It's not a cult. It's not a cult. Stop calling MAGA a cult.
And just the last hour or so tossed out some of the evidence against Luigi Mangione. He's a man accused of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson's murder. The judge ruled this morning that Mangione's backpack was not in his immediate control or grabbable for him as well.
Free Luigi, man. Luigi Mangione's going free. They're saying that the contents of his backpack aren't admissible? Is that real? Is this really happening? The contents of his backpack aren't admissible because the cops fucked it up so badly. This is a huge deal because the cops were like, "Oh, we're going to look at your backpack." And he's on camera going, "Really? Why? We need to go through your backpack." And then they went through his backpack, took his backpack, it disappeared. The camera went off. And then all of a sudden they found a gun in his backpack. So weird. Oh, man, I hope that this is real. I hope this is what happens, man. Please, I would love Luigi Mangione to go free. I would love that so much. Free Luigi.
When it was searched by Altoona, Pennsylvania police officers at the time of his arrest. And that's the key. It's got to be within his grasp. But statements he made to...
Yeah, it's got to be within his grasp because, hey, don't touch that. Give me that. But it wasn't. The manifest and gun are still admissible? How is that possible if they were in the bag?
Corrections officers are fair game. This is Outnumbered. I'm Harris Faulkner, here with my co-host Emily Campagno. Also joining us today, Kaylee McGee-White, Fox News contributor, Molly Hemingway, Fox News contributor.
That Campagno is so goddamn stupid. I'm surprised she can get into the studio.
And Brian Kilmeade, Fox and Friends co-host, host of the Brian Kilmeade radio show.
Brian Kilmeade, the guy who says that the final solution is the best one for homeless people, that we should take the unhoused and give them lethal injection in order to solve the problem of our homeless epidemic. Great. Thank you, Brian Kilmeade. How do you still have a job, Brian Kilmeade?
Nation with Kilmeade. Well, the ruling that I just told you about means everything the police in Altoona discovered inside that McDonald's where they found Mangione cannot be brought into evidence.
There you go. Everything they discovered in Altoona cannot be brought into evidence. Is that the deal? What's the deal?
And on the list, the magazine, the weapons, obviously. I should say the ammunition, cell phone, passport, wallet, and computer chip. However, the gun, the weapon, and the notebook police discovered when they did a more thorough search back at the police station will be allowed as evidence.
What the fuck? But not the bullets? That makes no sense. What the fuck are you talking about?
One of Luigi Mangione's attorneys seemed unsurprised by the ruling.
Any reaction?
Good. It's good.
It's not. It's good.
It's what we expected, and it's good.
Emily, it's what they expected.
Yeah, and she said it's good.
Yeah, it's great. I think it's still good. I mean, prove that this gun was Luigi's. They fucked up everything. There's a reasonable doubt that he didn't do it. You have to do, if you're going to condemn someone for murder, it's got to be beyond the shadow of a doubt. It has to be absolutely sure. Can you be absolutely sure it was Luigi Mangione who did this? I don't think so.
But I do think actually that this is a win for the prosecution. But I'll say this, that the legal, process, the legal analysis behind...
God, this lady, she's so goddamn dumb. It fucking kills me.
...deeming that the backpack was too far away to be grabbed. I see that, but I think there's a lot of leeway for whether that decision was in fact correct. And we are all sitting in the same city where there were attempted bombings, a lot of high-profile officials here, including the mayor. So to me...
What the fuck's that got to go with What the fuck's that got to do with Luigi Mangione? What the fuck are you talking about?
Arm's reach does not necessarily mean that there's something in the backpack... Exactly. That, in my opinion, there could be something incendiary in it.
Right.
So for me, the nexus...
He's at McDonald's. What do you mean something is incendiary in the backpack? Well, that means that the cops are allowed to search you at any time and search all of your belongings. These people hate the Constitution.
It's not necessarily whether it's arm length, but whether it was in the defendant's control prior to that. So for me, the safety of the police officers in the McDonald's was absolutely paramount on ensuring whether anything in the backpack was incendiary, had a time control, and the like. Even a weapon can discharge.
So anybody who looks like somebody else, a weapon could discharge. I have guns, and you know how many times a weapon has discharged? 0 times. My whole life, I've been a gun owner. I'm on and off. But my whole life I've been around guns, and for some reason, none have just discharged. It could just go off. The cops got to check my bag. Listen, guys, the cops got to check your bag from now on because guns can just go off. Thank you, Miss Campagno, Emily Campagno.
Upon being jostled. I mean, what if it was sort of leaning against a thing and dropped? And look, I know that might seem like I'm fishing, but I think in this day and age, frankly, we are well beyond the black and white analysis that we've seen in legal procedure.
That's why we go by the letter of the law and not feels, you fucking dumb. Oh my God, this lady makes me crazy.
I mean, up to this, where case law says it has to be this. This would have been, in my opinion, the case law to say, we are unsure what's in the backpack. We know it was in the defendant's control. We know what he's alleged of, and what could be alleged more. And
alleged of? He wasn't alleged at that point. Someone called the cops saying he looked like a guy. He wasn't alleged of shit. And even if he was alleged of what you're saying he was alleged of, even if he did do it, he killed a billionaire. He wasn't looking after being a cop killer. He didn't have any bombs or anything. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
let's talk about Columbine, for example.
Yeah, let's talk about Columbine. Another case that has zero to do with this case.
That was a school shooting. It was also a failed school bombing. So
Oh my God, it wasn't a failed school. They had pipe bombs. What are you talking about? They threw the pipe. I think they threw the pipe. I'm pretty sure they threw pipe bombs.
just because someone has been a shooter or has been accused of using a gun to shoot someone doesn't mean that they also don't have an incendiary device or something else, a chemical weapon or something else.
They can have anything. Anybody can have anything at any time. So that means that the cops have to shake us down. Papers, please. Papers, please. Please stand still for the naked pictures. We will take the naked pictures of you now.
That in this day and age could be vastly fatal.
They also have the fiduciary responsibility to protect everybody inside that McDonald's. So you're going to want...
What? The fiduciary responsibility to check everybody in the McDonald's. So there you go. You have it right here. Fox News. Nazi shit, man. So if you're in a McDonald's, which, what are you doing there? I mean, do we have to talk about McDonald's, really? I mean, this year alone, they've fed people worms. They charge $5 for a Chick-fil-A. Like, do we really need to go into, like, the lady at McDonald's who was putting fries in her mouth and then putting them into the fry? I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing going to McDonald's, you crazy pieces of shit? But if you are at a McDonald's and Luigi Mangione happens to be there, or a guy who looks like Luigi Mangione, you are now subject for search and seizure. You don't know those people in McDonald's, so don't go to McDonald's anymore, because if you are at a McDonald's and a guy looks like a guy who might have done something that the state doesn't like, you are now subject to search and seizure. Great.